Hey everyone, Nick Shaheen here looking at the earnings for Tuesday evening and Wednesday morning if I have time. I'm going to run through them pretty quickly. First of all, we've got Disney. I'm going to approach it from the COVID, no COVID. This is an anti-COVID stock, meaning COVID is super bad for it, not because of what it did to its earnings, but what it may do to its forward business. I don't know how stupid the authorities are going to be in imposing new rules. Like you cannot have sell more than 30% capacity of your parks, for example. Theaters, same deal. How is that going to affect their dollar? I think it's 25% of their dollar comes from their parks. And if you combine everything, it's probably half, at least half of their income. Sorry, chat room was busy. Comes from parks and theaters and all of that stuff that is crowd related. So the crowd economy may change forever, and that's why Buffett may have dumped his airline stocks. Same deal. How many seats can you book on a plane? 50% capacity? They were barely making it before. So maybe that was a deal changer for him. However, I do like to buy the dips usually, but now I have to be a little bit more cautious because of that question mark going forward. What are the rules and regulations going to be? Technically speaking, it hit almost every target I had. It fell short on this one, but that's okay. So now it's back into the middle of the zone. This was the end of the world. This was probably too high. Here it is here, going into earnings. A dip to here, I will attempt to buy. A breakout from here, I will chase up to 130, maybe even fill this gap with a stopover at 120, 118. It's going to be a tough zone right here. So that's Disney. I'm not going to say more than that. BYND. COVID stock, according to sentiment, I disagree. They say because of meat shortages, we're going to have to switch to, this company might benefit. I just don't see how. It's not a replacement product. It is a complete alternative. Besides, if we have shortage for meat, it's not because we don't have any cows, it's because we have many people processing them. So are the Beyond Meat plants special open? I don't know. So if they don't say something fantastic, I think there is optimism that may price out. Maybe it already has. I'm not against the company. You've seen my videos before. Long term, it's a viable thesis. There is definitely a market for an alternative product to meat. This 120 I was definitely against, especially from a level perspective. And here it is back below that level. So I still think that 110, a little lower, is really a hindrance. If not here, it starts here. So, be cautious with your expectations. Somehow one of my indicators is muted. Okay, there we go. So this is the point of control. This is where it's heaviest traded. So when it comes back to it, it's going to hit a wall. However, with every problem, there's an opportunity. This could be a trigger long for a while. So it looks like a cup and handle. So if they can rally through this, they can go to, don't even short it. This white number would play out. So resistance zone, but therein lies the opportunity. So dips are viable for sure. I did take a bearish position, but only for fun, meaning it's a lottery ticket. I paid 50 cents, 57 cents or something. I did a put diagonal for this week, next week, and I just need a little dip towards this trend line. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't know anything. You know better than me. In fact, the market knows better than me. They're up 5%, and their put to call ratio is insanely low, meaning way more calls. So if you want to go with the flow, go long on this one, not for me. All right, so what do we see here? Pintrest, pins. Definitely a COVID stock. So they may have a huge reaction like Wayfair. I would not bet down if I'm betting up. If I'm betting on the earnings, I would bet up just from that perspective only. Technically speaking, I would buy the dip here. I would chase a breakout from here. There is resistance up here, 26 or 27. It's just below a line that is going to be a problem for it. From a technical perspective, 2340 was a ledge before that caused all of this. So when they come back to it, is going to be resistance. It's a zone. So if 2420 is another line that's important, and this little number up here, whatever it was at 27. So you see it. A dip is viable. I'm not going to go all in. If I'm going long term, Pinterest is fine. So if you want to make a bet, if I wanted to bet positively, I would leave time on the clock. Because even if it dips, I want it to recover a little bit so I'd have some money left over. Okay, that's my point there. Activision, it's a COVID stock. Everybody's at home. They're playing more. They're buying games. I sold an Xbox 360 on Craigslist in 5 minutes. So, people, there's it's a COVID stock. It could spike. This is a weekly chart. This is huge supply, so to speak. So it is at a very challenging level. I don't know what they're going to say. They almost priced my breakout out. I don't know if they're going to finish it. And if they do finish it, I think they'll finish it and then some. So if they pop, I would book my profits. On the dip, I don't know if I'll buy it. I'm not excited about the whole segment because I don't know enough about it. So you have to do your homework. EA is in there, probably looks the same. So they had the Fortinet problem. Is it still there? Look at EA. I mean, under normal circumstances, I would short the stock. I would sell call spreads and buy put spreads, or either or both. So here definitely, and here for sure. So be careful shorting it for the concept of COVID, no COVID. This is a COVID stock, so COVID helps it in that sense. Okay, OXY. OXY is a scary stock. What am I going to say? She freaking ruined this company. Maybe it was bad timing, but the CEO dug her heels in, bought an asset, which I believe she paid more than both combined cap valuation right now. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but anyway, she overpaid for a huge asset that now is worth almost nothing. I shouldn't say that. It's worth a lot less. Shopify, need I say more? It's at all-time high, $700. If you're not long yet and you're going long right here, I mean, it is a COVID stock for sure, but you have a lot of gumption. You better do it for a long, long term. Kind of like buying Amazon at all-time highs, 2,500 plus. So great company. I would buy the dips. I was long. I was short. I hoped to get long again. Missed it, so I'll wait for the next one. GM, goodness, what am I going to say? I'm not going to say anything. Okay, let's do GM real quick. Well, there's nothing to say. It depends, their cash position. I think that's it. CVS, I don't usually track CVS. I don't know if anybody wants it. Similar chart. I don't know anything about CVS, so I don't want to confuse your situation there. Let's see, did I miss anything? Nope, that's it. All right, appreciate it. Those are all the ones that are sticking out on my chart.